Hi, good morning. Nyano Michia Ubia Anope. Oh, hold on for me 1 second. Just 1 sec. I started this year and suddenly my my camera I've lost it. I've lost my camera connection. How I don't know. 1 sec. Let me try something. Is it back? Yeah, got it back. I hope it doesn't disconnect again. I hope it doesn't disconnect again. Hope so. Hope it doesn't. Yeah, I'm up in Michia Ubia. Just a quick video that I have to do, and me feel say some way edika. There's a semi veteran because I don't have time to play a series of videos. I believe say near send near my corner near send near my no ubia. Let me position myself properly. Ubia near echo say there are two or three movements that I want to speak about now. One is to do with the NDC party, and the other is to do with the current administration with regards to the IMF bailout that they're looking for. Yesterday, good morning to you, Mpacho Obaswa. I've lost my camera again. What is going on? What is going on? I've lost the camera again. This has never happened. I think something is not right. I keep losing the camera, and it shouldn't be at all, but I keep losing the camera. Bear with me 1 second, let me see. I keep losing the camera. I don't know whether I can carry on with this video, and I don't have much time actually. I have to be very snap because I need to step out in the next 15 minutes. So I wanted to try and crash as many as possible within 15 minutes and step out, but I keep losing the camera for some reason. Anyway, maybe it could be is the focus on it. I'm not sure. All right, it seems stable now, so let's start. If I lose it, then I'm going to stop it, and then I'll connect to a totally different camera later on this afternoon and do this video out of the way, because I only have 15 minutes and I have to step out. We are all aware yesterday a joint press conference happened between the Ministry of Finance, the IMF, and then the Bank of Ghana, which some of the big men of the country were there with regards to Finance Minister, the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, and the IMF team. And I believe we've seen videos about it, and there was a discussion about, oh, I've lost it again, Jesus. There was a discussion about the bailout. There was a discussion about the bailout and what the bailout entails, really. And in a simple terms, in a very, very simple terms, the IMF bailout, I keep losing the camera. I keep losing things. I don't know what is going on. I don't seriously. I can't tell you if I do know what is happening here right now. I don't know what's happening. I'm just losing my camera. So with the IMF bailout, I believe Semuni Namati, the SLA has been agreed. SLA is the obi bɛka sɛ deɛ bɛyɛ ne SLA nti nneɛma no bi wɔ hɔ a na yɛakyerɛkyerɛ mu nti SLA no has been agreed. The SLA, normally before an SLA is agreed, you need to go through certain, or you need to agree on certain conditionalities, certain conditions. And some of the conditions now IMF did too, and I said Ghana and the IMF are agreeing on. The camera is gonna get, look, this is not gonna work. Hold on, let me switch to, let me see if I can switch to a different camera. Okay, I've got it back. And yeah, I've got it back. So let's try and see if I can squeeze this in. I don't know why I keep losing the camera. It's a new system that I'm trying with a new camera that I've connected to, and I think I'm not doing something right. I think something is not right somewhere, and I believe that I need to not yes, I know. Until Mr. Moa Monfa and Chemi. Why? Until SLA comes out with the conditionalities between the two countries are almost yes, Sebia. You've been making sure say our inflation will go down. You've been making sure also say you've been stabilizing currency. You've been making sure say we will rely on this is a joke. You're even making sure say we will rely a lot more on export rather than import. And you say in can you even making sure also say we will do a debt restructuring to make sure say our debt level is low, and then to ensure say we will restructure those that we have to pay in terms of bonds. Now we were hooked up on when when they had access to cheaper bonds or to float cheaper bonds. I almost float to yeah. Sikabi Brea and Ababa Ghana so Ekano. So these are the things in the SLA which is been agreed upon or between Ghana and the IMF at the moment. We still have a long way to go. So we still have a long way to go. But I'm hoping that we will be able to achieve this and then be able to move the country forward. Now IMF, I don't know why on comment Twitter. I've put some of the videos and the things that was said by the IMF appointee. He is in charge of Ghana, Obaye Obekai. Now, and some near ASFM the same say NDC internal election has brought up so many skeletons in the closet, and actual upon sign on my name, and everybody is wondering what is happening at the moment. What is going on in Ghana and within the NDC is very, very shameful. Ama Siciliano, yeah, Captain, a seeding Ketia, Baba said, election petition, nominated figures. Why? Because of Swampofu na ono na no chairman at that time no obumbre bi so yakaso ntwen nanka mama mbra na mo mefa adwani na wa mama wantwen ono no akofa bi or the mobile say or they have great system that will be able to use for correlation. Almost started a Jumano to collate the figures. So I'm year by 3 correlation and our system no or say a crash here. So because of that, they didn't have collated figures. So they went to court with that collated figure. They made all that noise that election has been rigged and they have won, or Akufo-Addo having won, but there was no evidence. And General and Penifo NDC knows say without evidence, you can't go to places like a court to go and sit there and then argue your case blindly Even if you have the top lawyer in the world thinking, say, you will be winning or something will be given to you. If all of us could remember, Obeka said, lawyer Kutampa, very experienced lawyer. A do baby nani team no epese yusu Jemensa figures be a bisa NDC team, no question. And a lawyer could say, don't use those figures to ask them questions. Don't use those figures. And my question is, why was lawyer Kutampa telling them that they shouldn't use those figures to ask them questions? Because no one saw someone who said NDC did not come with figures. No, well, to me, who said NDC did not have figures. So these are some of the things. And now, yeah, you go social media, we were kept in the dark. Even Ghana, all these people were kept in the dark. Everybody was kept in the dark. And then one said, people were calling Jemensa, Jezebel, these all sort of names. Meanwhile, the NDC knew they were just trying their luck and then deceiving the public or keeping us in the dark. You see the reason why sometimes people come out and say NDC, NPP, they are the same. And then we have other people bashing them. When people say NDC and NPP are the same, sometimes it's not because the NDC and NPP have the same policies, but sometimes they both lie. Sometimes they both massage the truth. Sometimes they both keep the public in the dark. Sometimes they both do reckless things in terms of economy and what have you. So, sometimes NDC and NPP are the same. And during their internal election, you will get both NDC and NPP fighting and bringing out dirty skeletons. Now, the NDC have thrown themselves to the wolf. They've thrown themselves to the lions to eat them. Why? Because of internal election, which Mr. Johnson Ketia wants to win. Because of that, he's come out and he said all sorts have been said now to the public domain. I'm not saying he said it's not good for the public to know. It's good for the public to know. Very good for the public to know. Say, a very, very, very good bar. Say public, no. Who say near Kosuni. Who say near Kosuni. Look, I think we've got into a point that Ghanaians have to sit back and then begin to figure out the direction they want to go. I'm a time watcher, 32. I have to go. Look, I'm gonna take my time and do a proper video this afternoon. My camera wasn't working, and then I'm in a rush, so I'm kind of rushing off everything. I tried everything to try and set this things up, and it's all messed up last minute, so I have to rush out. I'm so sorry. And what I will do is I will try and do a proper video this afternoon, because as I will end up just rushing off. But Muntia na asema elhono Mr. Johnson didn't get here. Or the Ababa to Ibarano. I believe that many of you have heard this. And Yegusu Yetie direction the Beko Pablo George Opare Ado the newly elected youth national youth organizer, and also and he had a few interviews on also and he's narrated the story, how far he's come, him and his family, and then how he was appointed at a very early age. To me, at the age of 25, that is very, very brave. So he's actually grown with the party, you know. He's paid his fair dues, he's worked hard. And having said that, after winning, which all the odds were against him, should it have gone to those radio stations to make those comments? It's up to individuals to judge it. To me, I would say no, it wasn't necessary. He should have kept his cool, because at the moment he's firing. Sammy Jimfi is firing, and then what's his name again? Sam George is also firing, and we all know Sam George. When Sam George starts, he doesn't stop. He will keep on going on and going on and going on and going on, and then I said, and the NPP led by Paula Demotri. I watched Good Evening Ghana last night, and somebody like Paula Demotri is making a joke out of the whole thing. So Australian, so Paula Demotri, Australian, then so these are some of the things that I think, as I said, Belmy, this thing is all 10 the other way around. What a heck. Anyway, Paula Demotri, Australian, as a we should, NDC shouldn't be fighting, but rather at the moment they should be focusing and then doing the work and sharing an ideas. He knows that, because he's using what is happening at the moment to ridicule the NDC. The NDC have to get their act together. They still have 2 years if they really want to come and root Ghana and then take Ghana out of what the troubles we are in now. People think, oh, we out of the trouble, or we are almost out of the trouble. It's very early days. We're not out of the trouble. Omo ba ban mu no nea nhihye amama de to kwan mu no eno na abo omo na emom stable omo government no for the first 3 years. Or say mama na ore nam ne mane ka do be no or the Ghana call IMF no they don't know why. So the question is, it doesn't matter what these NPP folks do. Omo mari nam no we use kwedo punk mo no an west omari nam na ka do be no almost had the game out of the hole. No, they've done nothing. So they should stop jubilating about, oh, the market have reacted well, the city is now gathering momentum against the dollar and what have you. They should focus on how to drive inflation down by exporting more, importing less, and then ensure the prices of goods come down to be able to have some control over the prices of goods, and also the amount of money that is being spent out there. That will help inflation and it will curb it, because at the moment, chrono it's early days, so let's see. Now, why? Medamase for measure that about hopefully, because it's been a crazy time. I've been sheep, I've been try, and then come this afternoon for us to do something. Thank you, and God bless you all.